Congratulations on wanting to take the shortcut to easier brass playing. Hi, I'm Greg Spence. Thanks for dropping by. If you're a struggling professional or a high-level player just having a few dramas, or whether you're a comeback player who wants to get it right this time around, or you're an amateur or beginner wanting to just get it right from the start, you're in the right place. So hang around and let me show you a few things that I've learned over the years that will help you shortcut the obstructions that get in the way of most people when they're trying to learn these damn brass instruments. I'd like to explain to you why what we do is so different to everything else that you'll find online or in books or anywhere, and how you can make a real change to your playing sort of right now, starting today. Now, just super quickly before I start explaining the Windworks Toolbox, just a little bit about me, less than 30 seconds. I started in a brass band. I was taught to buzz, blow hard to play higher. I played in a brass band for about 6 years, got frustrated and quit. Then took up trumpet again, studied at the University of Melbourne, practice, got to a level where I was getting booked for professional gigs. I got to the point where I wanted to stop playing because I was not enjoying it. My teeth were closing, my articulation wasn't good, my range was limited, and playing was hard work. Still getting paid to play. So I got to the point where it's either change what I'm doing or give up playing. Now that change ended up leading me to write my first book, and then the second book, and then putting together an online course, and now we call that the Windworks Trumpet Academy, where I share all of this with a community of players from beginners to advanced players all over the world, and you're here and I hope you join us. Because what you'll discover in these simple tools that I'm going to offer you, be able to figure out where you're going wrong, what you need to work on, how to work on it, and how to get better results. And I'm calling it the shortcut based on today working on something on the keyboard and going, gee, I wish I had known that shortcut 2 years ago developing the course. Would have saved me a lot of time. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to do, is shortcut the obstructions that everyone hits and go straight to the gold, so you're working every time you pick up your instrument, you're working on the right things. And believe it or not, we're changing the brain, and we do a lot of training outside of the practice room, and this is one of the massive time savers and things that people don't leverage. You're awake for 16 hours. You actually learn trumpet 16 hours a day, and the brain changes over 8 hours when you're asleep. I call that the 16-8 practice strategy. Now, to be clear, I'm not trying to sell you anything today. I'm trying to give you what I've learned to help you from running into the obstructions that everyone hits. So in the toolbox, you'll find concepts, you'll find techniques, you'll find errors, and you'll find applications. They're all ways of training the brain and training the body what to do. So the first tool that I'd like to share with you is the body instrument system. It's all about what the body needs to do, how the instrument works, and how they interact together. The errors that people make are thinking that the lips have to buzz when they don't have to. They think that they have to buzz the mouthpiece. There's a lot of value to come from mouthpiece buzzing if done correctly, but you don't have to. It's not what we do when we're playing. Then, of course, the psychology is we have to blow faster to play higher notes. If you were here, I'd have your fingers on my abdominal wall, and you will recognize that there is no activation from the body whatsoever when I'm playing that high C up to that high G. Now, some of you might go, that's not possible. Some of you might go, wow, that's crazy. That's kind of cool. I'd like to know more. Some of you would be like, okay, I'm curious. Everything that we're working on as a wind instrumental player is air velocity. Now, we can create velocity in 3 different ways: from the body, from in the mouth using the tongue, and from the lips. All I did then is use the air from in the mouth and use the tongue and the lips to change those notes, but there was no blow whatsoever. The blowing comes from the body for long notes and for loud notes. If I was to play them loudly and I'd open my lips up, more energy goes through the system, the notes get louder. As we use our aperture corners inside the mouthpiece rim, as they activate, no pinching down on what I call the bed sheet and the milk spout, no pinching, no lip buzzing. As the aperture corners change and the velocity of the air speeds up, the notes change. If we want to make the notes louder, we have to open the lips up vertically, hence the term the horizontal brass playing system. This is passive, meaning I'm not blowing. Here is active, because it was loud and it was a long note, but the note itself is as simple as that. Now here's the magnifying glass, my number one teaching tool. We close our eyes and we look through the system to find the errors that you're making. the obstructions that you're hitting are because of the errors, and most of the time we don't even realize that we're making them. We're error detecting and we're error correcting. We're finding the errors based on a new understanding and starting to change the way, just like I had to do on the brink of throwing the damn instrument away. Let me save you the time and chasing your tail, and let's use the shortcut. Let's get the quick way to the results that you're looking for by finding the errors that you're making. Hey guys, if you're wanting my help to develop an efficient 3 to 4 octave range with consistency, confidence, a killer sound, and a virtuoso technique, I've put everything I've learned over the last 35 years into one easy to follow program that you can benefit from right now at absolutely no cost for the next 7 days. From your very first lesson, you'll begin to understand why you're having playing problems and why you're hitting ceilings. Our step-by-step comprehensive technical development program is for all brass players of all levels and all styles, and I run live weekly masterclasses and live lessons via Zoom to make sure you're on the right track. If your mind isn't totally blown by day 7, you can opt out without being charged a cent.